How we doing, guys? Moose here. Welcome back to episode number 76 of our West Ham United career mode. Bit of a different, struggle with this episode. I'm actually out of town. I'm on the road for work. I've been out of town for about a couple weeks now. And the problem is the TVs I've been stuck with haven't been able to use my Elgato. They haven't recognized the Elgato as far as the HDMI signal, so I've been forced to use the PS4 share and record these videos 15 minutes at a time, which is just a nightmare. So you can see, I'm doing my best here to try and get a couple videos up, but the pace is going to be much slower until I get back from my trip. As far as we can see, we did some training. Lanzini, we offered him a new deal, 60 grand a week, just to see if we can convince him to stay. He might still leave on a transfer, but we'll wait and see. But we will be taking on Aston Villa here in the first match of this episode. So tough match. Obviously Villa, they were in fantastic form to start the season. They were hanging around the top 3 or 4 for quite a while early going here. We take a look at the standings at the table now. They're in 7th, but only 7 points behind us, so not far away, although our goal difference is absolutely running away with the league. But our team we're going to run out with here: Gregory, Vandervelde, Brooks, Oxford, Cresswell across the back line, Butland in goal, Pietsch, Dyer in holding midfield, Teo and Korea on the wings, Payet behind Lacazette. So going to that 4-2-3-1 formation because we only have 2 fit strikers. I wanted to have one available on the bench in case we needed it later on. Of course, our wingers have been playing well this season, so we'll give them a shot against an Aston Villa team that has Bunn in goal, Bakuna, Baker, Clark, Bennett, Westwood, Guy, Gill. I mean, it's the same Aston Villa team. There's nobody exciting there. It's really going to worry you, so we should have no problem putting them away. And early on here, we start off brightly. Cresswell in the 3rd minute finds Lacazette. Early warning says the ball's players have to Payet. Can he score? It's a fantastic save by Mark Bunn to keep out Dimitri Payet. We do have a free kick then in the 5th minute that Payet would stand over and try to take. Really good chance, and unfortunately it's just inches over the top of the goal. We have so many good free kick takers now. Payet, Pietsch, Cresswell, Lacazette that can have opportunities of trying to score. Payet again goes through on a lovely ball over the top, strikes it, and it's off the woodwork. Really good chance for Payet. We're unlucky not to take the lead. We're still only in the 8th minute. Vandervelde was the ball, and Lacazette hits it on the volley, nearly breaks the back of the net, but unfortunately puts it wide. 15th minute now, another chance, our 5th chance in the match. Payet plays Lacazette through, he strikes it. Mark Bunn beats it away, keeps it out of the back of the net. But a few minutes later here, Teo's played through by Dimitri Payet. He does really well, lovely heel-to-heel flick, dances inside, nice little fake shot, skips inside for a couple minutes, lays it into Payet, he strikes it, it's blocked, it falls to Lacazette, and it's in the back of the net, Lacazette. 1-0 West Ham United. Lovely finishing. You have to say it has been coming. Honestly, a couple goals have been coming the way that we've been going. Fantastic chance. And it's a lovely finish from Lacazette overall. Teo inside to Payet on the 1-2. Really lengthy 1-2. Lacazette scoops up the loose ball. It does take a bit of a deflection, but I think it was going past Bunn anyways as he reacted completely off-kilter to the ball's trajectory. But great finish from Lacazette. And if you take a look, he has been on absolute tear. We talked about how much he struggled through about the first 10 matches of the season. He's now got 10 goals in the Premier League, and we're about 17 or 18 matches in, so his ratio's really picked up. But Aston Villa counter us here. Oxford picks up the ball. He looks to play it back to Jack Butland, and Jackie misses the ball. It's the worst own goal in the history of FIFA. There's no question about it. Butland literally just completely stumbles. I don't know if it's over a patch of grass. It's disgraceful either way. He's no excuse for it. Ball goes right through his legs. All Oxford does is play it back to his goalkeeper to settle things down. How can you not trust your goalkeeper when you play it back? That's why, because look what he does. He just completely misses the ball. It warps through his leg. It's BS, but it's in the back of the net, and all of a sudden Villa coming the other way again with Gabby Agbonlahor. Lays it off, finds Veretout, and it's another goal. It's off the crossbar. Ricochets down and in. Lovely strike from the midfielder. Really nice goal. But just like that, we're 2-1 down because Butland's miss has completely changed the momentum. Free kick now. Pietsch to be the man to step over it from 32 yards. He strikes it, goes for goal, and it's off the crossbar. Another chance it's hit the woodwork and gone awry for us. We nearly find the way to equalize, but Teo now whips the ball in only as far as Dimitri Payet. He steps onto the ball, dances inside a couple men, strikes it, it's blocked, it hits a man. Again, another chance, and it's just squibbed wide of the goal. We're not able to find that leveler, and Agbonlahor on the ball now. Finds Jack Grealish out on the left-hand side. He dances around Reece Oxford, falls over, and Butland beaten. The ball goes right through him. It's disgraceful from Butland, and he's out. Adrian in the match. We're swapping goalkeepers just before halftime because I can't stand it anymore. Butland's coming out. As good as he's been, we have the lowest goals against in the league. I don't care. If you play like that, you're coming out of the match. And Korean on the 59th minute, he goes through. He's swiped out by the Aston Villa defender. And surely, referee do the right thing. This could be our chance to get back into the match. Referee, do the right thing. I'm looking at you. He does. Red card. He sends off, I think it was Kieran Clark. No, it was Nathan Baker. Absolutely swipes out Carrillo, who was through on goal. Did not have a clear goal-scoring opportunity. And no doubt about it, it's going to lead to a free kick. It's probably saved a goal, honestly. And really, it does. It's Lacazette. A free kick that comes off the bar yet again. This is just getting silly now. We do come forward, though. Lacazette played through in the 71st minute. He goes down, wins a penalty. And I had Payet on penalties this match with Noble out on the bench. So Payet would step up to take it. Demi, who's been in such hot form, smashes it into the top corner. And just like that, we cut their lead in half. We have the deficit 3-2, and game on. Things are going to go downhill to us. We're man up. Surely we're going to have to create a ton of chances. Lovely composed finish from Payet. Is fourth in the Premier League, or third in the Premier League, excuse me. Misspoke there. But a good composed finish from Demi, and just like that, we are back in the match. Adama, though, with Aston Villa, they're not to be outdone. With 10 men, they come forward, but Adrian, much better than Butland. He's safe at his near post and makes a really good save. And it would be a chance for us now in the 92nd minute. Payet on the ball, looks to whip it into the back post. Can he do so? It's gone through, and Aston Villa do clear the ball away, but it's out for a corner for us, and Dimitri Payet would be the man to whip it in. Who's he find? Antonio possibly? No, it's a great header by Ogbonna, I believe, but it's corralled by Bond, and Payet just goes through with some frustration. He takes out, swipes out the man for Aston Villa, unfortunately, and that would be it. Payet's day is over. It's a red card. He's sent off. He takes out Veretout, and we do fall 3-2 to Villa, and that lets us gain 3 points on us in that chase for the Premier League title. We will retain first position, and just look at that. We're so unlucky to lose 22 shots to their 4. 3 shots on target. They all went in the back of the net. And really, they didn't. 2 on target went in the back of the net. 1 wasn't even a shot that Butland landed. Adrian comes in. So, man of the match for me was Dimitri Payet. 2 Mooses My Hair points for Aaron Cresswell. And 1 goes to Adrian. Why? For not being Butland. Because he played so well. He made a save. That's really all he had to do to look that good for me. And nobody else really was a standout. We are going to take on Everton here in this next match. And the thing I'll have to let you know, because of the fact that I've been doing the PS4 share to save the gameplay for this recently, unfortunately, we're going to see the Everton lineups. We're going to get a couple of highlights. And then the footage was corrupted the rest of the way. So, unfortunately, we're only going to get to see a couple of things here in the match. We will see Everton 6 points behind us. We are top of the table still, but only 2 points ahead of Manchester City. Everton have Robles in goal, Stones, Browning. Much like us, we're coming into that Christmas period, so this Everton match actually was 2 days after the Villa match, so we really had to rotate the side, and you're going to see that in the lineup that we put out for this matchup. Of course, Adrian is going to get the starting goal because of how well he played in the last match for us and the fact that Butland was so bad. Iorfa, Tompkins, Ogbonna, Medine completely rotated the back line. Noble, Chiate, Roberto, Lanzini completely rotated the midfield with Payet suspended, and Rondon and Aldair's going to play as kind of a second striker to see what we can do, and unfortunately we wouldn't be able to do very much. Sergi Roberto on the ball, does strike it from range, forces a good save out of Joel. 1 good chance for us. Everton, though, the other way in the 5th minute, run over the ball. McGeady plays in a free kick. It's deflected only as far as Abel Hernandez lays it down. He gets onto the ball, plays inside, and Naismith and Adrian with a heroic save to keep out the ball. And that's all the highlights I had. It would end up with a 0-0 draw, so thankfully you don't miss any highlights at all, because you miss a few highlights. Adrian was sensational. You miss a bit of that, but thankfully for us, there were no goals that you could have missed. So that's, about the most positive scenario we could come to here. So it was a 0-0 draw with Everton. Really a bore draw, I'll tell you what. Even if I would have had the highlights, it would have been a minute's worth of highlights because nothing really went on. Man of the match for me was Adrian. He gets 3 Mooses My Hero points, and he may have cemented his place back in the team sheet. I'll tell you what, he might be the first name on the team sheet now the way he's playing. 2 Mooses Mighty Hammer points went to Angelo Ogbonna, who was a rock at the back for me, and 1 Mooses Mighty Hammer point to the man with the hair. I'll tell you what a man, Sergi Roberto. Lovely game from him. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry about the footage for that matchup, but I'm doing the best I can to get you some content here while I'm on the road. So as always, thank you so much. Be sure to leave a like. We're only 1 episode away from the transfer window, so that's fantastic. So as always, bang a like on the video if you enjoyed. Bang a like if you're excited for the transfer window coming up. Let's try and get 20 likes on this video maybe. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.